Reagan Ferguson.
Good afternoon.
How you doing today, sir?
Good, thanks.
Pretty good to myself. So how long have you been in College Station? You lived here your whole life? Or?
I came here in 1983, so you say I've been in College Station for a while.
Nice, longer than I have.
Yeah, but it was worth coming here to get that ring.
Absolutely, I am really excited to get mine and move on with the rest of my career. Let me hand this to you before we start. Here's my card. It's got all my information on it, anything that you need to reach out about, comments, concerns.
I liked your first name. That's the first president I ever voted for. Ronald Reagan.
Maybe I'll be the next one. We'll see.
Good. Well, let's see. Before I cast a vote, I want to get to know you a little bit more. But I'll give you my card there.
Thank you so much.
Please have a seat, Reagan.
Thank you.
So, what can I do for you today?
So before I get started, just with the whole presentation, I'd like to ask you a couple questions, if that's all right with you.
By all means.
Is it all right if I take some notes?
Sure. I like taking notes myself, so I can keep track of what the topics are about.
Perfect. So, are you the decision maker for your company, for Growth Financial?
I guess if I'm the CEO, owner, yeah, I am the decision maker.
That would make sense. And so, would you say, whenever you are approached by a new company or an individual, what would you say relationships are more important, kind of just the price, or like how the product is operated itself?
And you've heard of the Aggie Network.
Yes,
so I do like those relationships, certainly when they're Aggies.
Perfect.
If it's a Red Raider or a Horn, maybe not so much, and maybe the price or the performance will come in, but at the end of the day, a relationship is important.
I couldn't agree with you more. And so when it does come to technology, which of course is what we're here talking about today, would you say you're the first to jump on board, maybe the last, looking for some information, kind of somewhere in the middle?
I mean, just go by history. I bought my first laptop in 1983 when I was a student here at A&M. And before Excel, it was called Lotus Notes. And I was an early adopter back then, so.
Perfect. That's what we love to hear. All right, so we can go ahead and get started with the rest of this. I do have some questions, just kind of how your business already operates when it comes to tax planning. Would you be able to walk me through kind of how y'all approach it and what's your business model at the moment?
Well, because the tax law is so complicated, I spent way too much time on paper and pen or in Excel spreadsheets or flipping through tax codes because I just can't keep abreast of the laws that are changing, not only here in the state of Texas, but with those yahoos up in Washington, D.C.
Well, after this, I really might be your next president you vote for, because that is what this product is here for.
Good, tell me more.
So I'm here with Holistic Plan.
Okay.
We are a tax planning software used by thousands of advisors around the country. And it was really designed just to eliminate the time that it takes to analyze someone's tax return and make a competitive plan for them that they can represent to their clients.
So is it both a federal tax and a state tax?
It really focuses on federal tax.
Okay, so it's not going to be state of Texas or state of California or?
No, it doesn't. It can't specify a specific state, but it will go for the overall.
It came today, but what about in the future? Because I got a lot of clients that have ranches up in Colorado.
That is definitely something they're working on. We have two owners,
okay.
Roger and Kevin. Kevin is more of just the face-to-face type guy, but Roger is actually currently working on that at the moment. He's trying to find a way to easily incorporate a specific state within somebody's plan.
Good, well that's good to hear, but of course we owe Uncle Sam and the Feds, so let's hear about that federal one.
Yeah, so these are just some testimonials we have. We have some from some news articles and outlets. We have financial advisors who are already currently using it, and we've gotten very minimal negative feedback, and the feedback we do, we try to improve on.
Good, I like that. Great, easy to use.
Great and easy to use, that is our...
An up and coming game changer, that's good to hear.
Yes, sir. So now I kind of want to dive into how it works and its main thing, the main reason we invented it. So our main focus is time. We would like to increase your efficiency, because with that, we feel like other things can just follow behind it. A non-tax pro, just someone off the street, would take roughly 9 hours to do a complete analysis like our product would. Someone in the industry doing it purely by hand is still closer to 4 hours. With Holistic Plan, we can knock it down to under an hour.
Wow, 45 minutes.
That is, if everything goes correct, if there is an issue submitting the tax return, it will get flagged, and I'll walk you through that later. That can take several days, because then at that point, it will be manually reviewed, because, well, getting your taxes right are important. We want
They're important, but
100%.
saving 3 hours and 25 minutes is also important.
It's very important, yes. So, how it works. To start out, you're gonna create what's called a household. This is just.
I'm gonna pull this forward, but my eyes aren't that good, okay?
You're just gonna create what's called a household. This is just your client's information, name, birth date, maybe a code name for their portfolio themselves. And then from there.
Is that a real name? Aaron Aardvark?
This is not a real name.
Okay.
This is pulled off of, we have a database full of things to show people on how it works. So this would be called step 2. You will upload a return. That's just the federal 1040 tax return. PDF works best. You upload all of it, and you let the program worry about everything else.
Okay.
And then from there, this is what I mentioned earlier. If an error were to pop up, you'll see this little yellow tag right here. The product is very sensitive. If it feels even one digit is off, it will flag it, and it will be manually reviewed. And we will be communicating with you to make sure that we can get the right information.
So when you say manual review, you're gonna have someone in your back office review
Yes.
that?
Yeah, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. through 7 p.m. We have
Is
people.
it Central Time Zone or which
Yes,
time zone?
Central Time Zone. So the company is based here in College Station. So if an issue were to arise that was worthy of like the magnitude, we would actually be able to come and speak with you all face to face and work on the issue.
Okay.
Versus our other clients around the nation, that would be a Zoom or just email.
Well, tax deadline's right around the corner, and
Yes.
you got Monday through Friday. What about that last weekend? I'm gonna be in my office Saturday and Sunday myself, team.
So you will be, if you purchase with us, I will be your liaison for the company. And then there'll also be 2 or 3 people that get attached to your product base.
Yeah.
From there, we will be in constant communication with each other.
Good, so is that your cell phone?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
And so you can text that any time of the day, I'll be able to reply. All of our sales reps, there's a certification course we go through, so I can answer most information about anything you would ask. The only thing I couldn't do from, say, at home or just on the fly is manually review the documents you uploaded. And then so from there, this is the beauty of the product. Right after submitting that 1040, you will get this. This is all the information on the client. Up here will be general information, their income, net, gross, pre and after tax, their tax bracket, their tax liability. Sorry, excuse me. And then from here, it breaks down into just smaller subjects that you can customize and show the client.
Okay.
So say you have a client who's in their 70s, their kids are in their 30s. There's a subject over college credits that you can get. You don't need to show that to them. They don't have any concern over it, so you can hide that. After that,
Looks pretty straightforward.
yeah, this is observations or recommendations. From here, it will tell you what we think could be smart ideas. And yet again, you could, with this little eye right here, you can hide any of the ones you feel don't apply to your client. So just with scanning the product alone, you can have your presentation ready to go by hiding or selecting the ones you like. You're able to print everything we give you off, and you can put it in a binder just like this one and show it to your client.
What are these color codes?
Blue,
Blue, gray, red, and yellow.
The color code, so whenever you do, so with this example, there's no income attached to it, it's just name and whatever's needed to get this all out. These codes will show you their tax bracket
Okay.
and what they're in.
Okay.
And then the also nice thing is that, I know it's hard to read on this page, all of the language that's used is simple as it can be. So you can take this and immediately show it to your client, and they'll be able to understand. And then so from here, we get, this is just kind of an example of these other categories that we're showing. This will show their modified adjusted gross income, and these are all tax credits and other refunds that they're eligible for or not eligible for. That's what right here will show you. In progress, that means this person has already applied for it. Under, they can apply for this one. All the overs, they're not in the right area to get these credits.
Okay.
And then so from here, this shows you your premium for Medicare Plan B and D. A and C they're a flat rate and they get adjusted per person, so that's something they'll already know and have set up and understood. But these ones will adjust on your tax bracket. And so from here, it'll highlight where the client is and it will tell you for Plan B and D what they owe.
Looking good.
Yeah. And then this is my personal favorite part of the product. This will show you future possibilities and any other thing that can come. So this graph is an example of if they jump from the bracket they're in now to the next one, how their taxes will be affected. It's all broken down, color coordinated, and you can present this to them as well. Or if it's just something you would like to know to have a future possibility for their plan.
Is that a timeline?
Yes, sir.
Years? Okay.
My other personal favorite is, I don't know if you are aware, there is a huge tax law coming up in 2025 affecting estate tax. In this program, you can set it to post 2025 with that law enacted, and you can see how it
So
affects.
my clients could take actions now in anticipation of what will happen when
Yes.
Washington's new law comes in.
Yes, sir. And that is, to me, that is my personal favorite part, because it really helps us help the clients.
So how much does it cost?
That is
The
coming up
pricing.
next. After some research of you and your firm, y'all help roughly 260 to 280 people. I think what would fit you the best is the premium plan with the extra cases you can upload. For roughly $3,600, you can get the premium plan with 300 cases that you can upload, which would more than cover.
Good, well, I'm pressed for time, so sign me up.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. It was great talking to you.
Likewise, I appreciate the business.
Yes, sir. And he is.